Rightio everybody, let's talk about compensation and parry issues and such like. So, we've just had a bit of mail that's come in, but there's some extra stuff with it that I think is important to mention. I mean, as a lot of you know, last week there was a thing come in from Kabam, or there was something on the forums that said that we would be receiving next week a pack of potions and revives. So that's come in and it's good. It would be nice to see like some team revives, but it is what it is at the end of the day. It's been a very kind of like weird time. There's a lot of not weird stuff. There's a lot of like, you know, stuff that's been happening with me and also like, you know, with a lot of people in general with this game. I haven't played quite so much as I used to, but it is and that's down to, you know, personal reasons and stuff. By the way, this is part of like a new streaming setup that I'm working on because I've just picked up the iPad Pro, which is good, but it doesn't help with the state of affairs with the game at the moment, and also the fact that no enemy champions wants to throw special attacks. I mean, look, there's a whole host of issues with this game, from compatibility, which I think is just one of the worst, especially compared with other mobile games. The fact of response, and that's the way that the responses work with this game is just ridiculous. You've got dropped inputs, yeah, but the kind of response time on stuff is just so mind-boggling. And I don't know if that's something that Kabam were trying to work on with this, you know, this beta flight for trying to find a fix for the parry issues. But I think it's just the response time has been changed. A lot of things in this game feel very off, and it's just not. And again, maybe this is down to different things: location, internet, device. There's so many. I think there's too many factors that kind of do suck the fun out of the game from, like, you know, an enjoyment standpoint, and at times you kind of feel like I'm more obligated to play as opposed to desiring and wanting to play. So that's, you know, but I think that comes to the summer as well. But I'm overreading this. Let's kind of like talk about this message here. Unfortunately, we have not found a suitable fix for to the ongoing parry issue, but we are very actively pursuing and testing corrections. From what I gather, there was something on the beta flight and also on the Google, maybe on the Google side of things, that there was a problem with the special button not engaging, which, look, when I try and fix one bug and another bug happens. Seems to be the case. Obviously, we hope to do this in a way that ends the issue with care to not disrupt other aspects of gameplay. Makes sense. You know, we don't want to put in a fix and then find out it messes up something else, but we'll be unable to provide a fix prior to the launch of 32.1. Now, that's what I said. Like, I had this sneaking suspicion we would not get it resolved until the next update, and the reason I felt like that was the case is just that I just can imagine that trying to, number one, look at something with with a high level of complexity in basically they're stripping out, like it's like having a car, and if the car's engine has like various different parts to it, it's like you have to like take out the engine first or have a look at something underneath it, and it just felt like they have to literally take the current build and also like what would they do with what would happen to the 32.1 build. So we've got the 32.0 build here, and we've got the kind of the 31.0 build here. Anyway, the August build, the July build, and it's like that maybe they have to like do some part of work, but if they do that, then they have to do that for the new one. So like it just seems like it's too much of this. So it's like it's best to go, right, let's take the 32, like potentially the 32.0 build, which may be the reason that you saw Spider-Man 2099 on it, on one or the other, and that's 7.3. But maybe there could be something there. In any case, I just felt that they had to do too much work on too many things, that if they changed one, they would technically be changing it in any case, because they have to put it onto that build. Because if you go, oh, here's the hotfix for the 31.0 build, oh, we've got to do the 32.0 one now, or the 31.2 version, whatever it is. 32.1 version, 30.0 version. So it just doesn't. I understand why they did it, but it's like it is annoying because we've gone now. What, this will be an entire month in a very bad situation. I mean, for me, this month has really kind of sucked the fun out of the game. And I have not done as many playthrough videos as I wanted to, because I wanted to do like some playthrough videos. I wanted to start investigating some things. I also wanted to do some updated guides. I wanted to do my grind guides for 2021, as I didn't do them in 2020 or maybe 2019, and update them, like quick processes of how to pick stuff up, which now that series is probably going to be bumped to end of September, October time, as it's just going to require a lot of work. I also wanted to return back and update Act 5 guides, Act 6 guides, and I also wanted to do a How to Be Cavalier, as well as like several other guides as well. Just refresh them. So that was my plan to do that. And it's just like my enjoyment has just been sucked out because of stuff like this. And that's just the thing, isn't it? We rely so much on this game being responsive. We rely on it being compatible. We rely on Kabam a lot to change the game in the way, or improve the game and maintain the game in a way that is a quick process, especially from, say, the financial side of things and the financial and the money towards the game. And that's just the thing with the summer. Like, players are not so interested, and having the summer event not tick the right boxes, and this has just been like, I think, one of the worst months for the game. It definitely feels like that. But you know, I don't want to kind of like leave it there. I want to kind of like you know, leave this at a point of hope, because that's the thing as well. I've kind of like learned that having hope is a good thing to have. It sometimes can be very misguided, that you kind of like, you're hoping for something and then it turns out to be, you know, a load of shit. Which, you know, let's face it, sometimes in life things are shit. So you have to like constantly motivate yourself, and that's just the thing. So constantly motivating yourself for the game. So I'll say that July was a terrible month for this game, and when the 3rd of August comes around, it better shape up. It's a crucial month because we have the release of Marvel Future Revolutions. We also, you know, are meant to be kind of like seeing what the future holds. We've got Act 7.3 coming in the future as well, and hopefully some other content, and the finishing point of Summer of Pain, which is going to see some amazing crystal openings and stuff. And that's just the thing, like Summer of Pain, even though it's been like annoying because of these bugs being around it and also the situation at large, but once you get to that point of getting some of those end things, and yeah, I understand not everybody will be able to do it. I understand that. But as soon as you kind of like reach that point of 27, is it 27 points? 27 points. And you've done this and you get that. And we're pushing for things like rank 4, 6 stars. But as well, like, you know, 75 signatures for 6 stars. But this for me it's just like, it's better than the July 4th deals. July 4th deals, in my opinion, was shit. But seeing this, Tier 5 class Catalyst Selector times 2, is the thing that I want, because I did want to rank up a multiple amount of 6 stars to rank 3, and I haven't had that opportunity, and this will get it. So yeah, I'm going to choose to like get the video kind of like finished off here. I just wanted to have like a few points and talk about it, because even though this is good, it's still a case this has been a terrible month. And it's something that Kabam will need to learn from in the future as to how they better manage situations like this. And also the extent of looking under the hood, and not the hood as being like the champion in game, but looking at things of like, you know, parry and dexterity and stuff like that, and making time to go in and making sure that they are working properly, because a lot of the time it does feel like not a lot of that work is being done to improve the way that the game is responsive, to improve the levels of compatibility and do more with it. And, you know, Netmarble need to stop taking, if they are taking money from Kabam, if they are doing that, and they need to reinvest it. More money to reinvested into ways of kind of like improving tech and the way that the game can be built, the way the game that can be safely tinkered with and improved, because this is a big thing that's gone wrong, and it needs to be more smoother in its address and its dealing with. In any case, that's it. I'm going to do some Summer of Pain. I've been using Domino, did the mercenary thing. I was going to do a video on this one, but I don't know. Maybe later, possibly. I'm getting a bit annoyed with Symbiote Supreme because he doesn't throw special attacks. But Domino's good for that because she's got Taunt and that critical bleed, which is very, very nice. And hardly any buffs. So yeah, it is what it is. It was what it was. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. Make sure as well to check out the Marvel Contest of Champions news show, which was dropped today, as well as some other content that's on screen. We're going to rock and roll until the end of the week and look out for some amazing stuff next update. Roll on, everybody. Let's keep positive as much as possible. Much love to you all. Have a great day.